So the topical presents Schmoedown Respin. I am your host, Strange G Wang. The G stands for God damn, this is the best Schmoedown show on YouTube right now. But my co-host usually would be Nate. I hooked him up with one of my homegirls. Has a little burning sensation and a tallywhacker. He's at the doctor right now. He will not be here, but he will be on next week. But the news for this week. Christian Harloff says the speed round will be replaced for championship and 5-round matches. Each competitor would get the same 10 questions, and you have a chance to answer all 10 questions to get 10 points, or you could lose 10 points. Very exciting stuff. Personally, I like this better than the speed round, so I'm totally all for it. I hope it sticks around. But we also may have teams coming up sooner than expected. Christian Harloff said he thinks he may have cracked the formula, and he's probably at his house right now with a slightly bald head saying Eureka. I didn't watch Schmoedown backstage this week, but I'm just assuming there was more bitching about the Finstock Exchange and how much time they get on the show. But doing some journalism like Strange Wang does, I've been hearing some things through the grapevine. Call me Marvin Gaye. And I heard this rumor. I sent a tweet out to Christian Harloff, and the tweet said, Christian Harloff heard a rumor Meatloaf will be managing next season, leading the new faction called the Ketchup Meats. This is true. No response for Christian. Christian Harloff has responded. He said, I planted that rumor, you dirty hippie fuck. I hope you slip on ketchup and fall in Meatloaf. Fart noise. First match this week, we have a intergroup match. Emily DeRose Jacobson with the Finstock Exchange versus Eric the Z-Man Zipper Z1000, the new Dan Merle, whatever Kaiser decides to call Zipper this week. We had that guy. And round one, he puts up a hell of a round. He puts up 8 points to Jacobson's 4 points. Round two, a couple wheel spins, a couple steals, a couple questions here and there. And we come out with a 9-18. Eric Zipper still in the lead. Round two, she can only put up 2 more points, giving Zipper the TKO, leaving the score 18-11. Much needed points for the dungeon. We have playing for swag, prime time Paulo Yama versus, you know me, probably don't love him, Chance Ellison, which will also be our interview for the day. I guess that was a good interview. I don't really know. He doesn't talk much. But we have Chance Ellison paying for corruption. Long time rivalry right here between the two fan leaguers. And round one's a slobber knocker. They put up 10 points each, both getting a perfect round, going into the extra point question, and they both nailed that, making it 11-11, showing their chops in the Intergeekdom division. Chance, he's played one Intergeekdom match before and lost, so they gave it to him. I guess a pity you go first, Will Spin. I don't know how Christian Harloff's minds work, but Chance Ellison, he spins the wheel. He puts up 18 points in total in his round from his 11, giving up a steal to Paulo Yama. Paulo Yama spins the wheel, gets the opponent's choice. Chance Ellison puts on Star Wars, and ending that round is 16 Paulo Yama, 21 Chance Ellison, working out in his favor, getting the steals back from Paulo Yama. Going to round 3, Paulo Yama puts up a good fight, bringing the score up to 21, making Chance Ellison have to answer his 2-point question. He gets correct, puts it at 23-21. Coming down to Paulo Yama's 5-pointer about wedgies. Usually the loser gets the wedgie. He did not, leaving the score at 23-21. Chance Ellison for the win, putting up some well-needed points for corruption. And will he play Mike Kalinowski? We don't know yet, but we have Chance Ellison for this week's exclusive interview. How's it going, Chance? I gotta know, long-time rivalry, how good does it feel to beat Paulo Yama? Did it feel better than putting up needed points for corruption? All right. Do you ever change clothes? You wear the same thing every match, guy. Do you wash these clothes, or do you just buy a bunch of them like Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson or something? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, man? Do you speak?
You can answer its question.
I do speak. Okay. How did the nickname the Cobra come about? for you, Chance. You and Mike Kalinowski both playing in the Eaton tournament, both studying for that. Are you still prepared for Corruption versus Founding Fathers for the team titles?
I have on sunglasses. I don't have to answer that.
Coming from the fan leagues, is there any part of you that still misses the fan leagues and everything they had to offer?
Miss the fan leagues. Fan leagues? The fan leagues. I don't miss the fan leagues. I'm making the Schmoedown money now. Big money, guy. No more dollar menu. I eat Big Macs. I eat 20-piece chicken McNuggets, son. Extra sauce, all that shit.
It's time to go clean your room.
Yes, Shannon.
Enjoy your McNuggets, and on to this week's Star Wars match. In the Star Wars division, we have AD, the Hunter, Andrew DiMolanta playing for Defense Exchange versus Magic Molly Damon playing for the Usual Suspects. As we saw in the first match of the Star Wars League, she is Magic. Puts on a hell of a performance. Andrew DiMolanta does the same thing. So I'm expecting a very good match with these two competitors. Round 1 doesn't disappoint. Both competitors get perfect rounds, but Andrew only gets the bonus question correct. Round 2, DiMolanta spins first. He takes return of the Jedi on his first spin. We have a little challenge by a word, and the spelling of it, I don't know the word because I don't watch Star Wars movies, but a N and an M difference was a sign factor on that. Bobby Gucci, he challenged. Good idea. When it comes to challenges, it's like picking up partners at a bar. You know, you gotta fish it in there. Sometimes you hook them. Sometimes you hook them and it gets so loose. Sometimes you just don't get it at all. But like that little green fucker from this movie says, better to try or try not, or something like that. So Bobby Gucci tries, misses, giving up a steal for Molly Damon. But in her round, same thing happens. Some steals go back and forth. And her slice was the Phantom Menace. She does very good though, leaving the score 20-20 going into round 3. Questions are in her favor, man. Sometimes the matches go that way. But the match ends with Molly Damon's 22 points versus Andrew DiMolanta's 25. AD picking up another win for the Fence Stock Exchange, keeping them at number 1 and putting him in the finals to play someone to get to Molly Damon's husband, Alex Damon, for playing for that Star Wars Championship. Like always, these matches are barn burners. These questions are getting deeper than a can of Pringles, I tell you. But tell us what you think down below in the comment section. Your thoughts on this week's matches, the news, etc. I'm Strange Wayne from the Schmoedown Respin, and be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.